to the second edition of Boost PitchBack. We're really excited to see so many people here. I'm sure more will join. If this is your first time you're attending a PitchBack, this is basically an opportunity where we bring together a bunch of different entrepreneurs working in the social innovation space to pitch in front of a panel of experts, investors, and other knowledgeable people to get immediate feedback, but of course also compete for some, let's say, prestigious titles, for example, best pitch, most impact potential, etc. So stay tuned for that. All of you watching today will have the opportunity to vote at the end. So today we will basically go through 4 pitches, followed by Q&A from our panelists or from the jury. If you have questions, you can post them in the chat and we will try to cover them as well. This will be recorded. We will upload it to our website. And if any one of you listening right now would be interested in joining us for the next event, I will post a link so you can register and apply. And if there's anyone out there who would like to co-host an event with us, we are also really open for collaboration. And the people we are co-hosting this event with is the Social Tech Lab in Cyprus. And I have my co-worker and friend, Stephen. Over to you for a couple of words.
Thanks, Luis. And welcome everyone to the second edition now of the Boost Pitchback series. My name is Stephen Stavro. I'm one of the co-founders of Social Tech Lab. We're a nonprofit organization in Cyprus that is focused on cultivating resilient entrepreneurial ecosystems in conflict-affected regions. As part of that work, we're an innovation partner with UNDP Cyprus. And as a follow-on to that work, we've had the great opportunity to also collaborate with the UNDP Boost team on more regional events that bring social innovators and really impressive leaders from all sorts of countries together to pitch to each other, to gain some feedback. So we're really excited to be here today. We're really excited to hear another 4 wonderful ventures, building off the 4 we heard from last month. It's been a great experience, and we're excited to be doing it again. So welcome everyone, and can't wait to hear more about what you're working on.
Thank you, Stephen. And as I mentioned, we have some other really impressive people. And in the spirit of entrepreneurship and the pitch events, I feel that there's no reason for me to do the introduction. So now over to our jury, I'm going to allow you to present yourself. And I'm going to start with you, Ellen.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Great to meet you all. My name is Ellen, and I'm a partner and co-founder of the hybrid firm called Ray 17. We have 3 different focus areas: advisory, investments, and ventures. So I'm in the startup phase myself, which is a lot of fun and challenging for sure. And I also work with investments for the South African impact company called BitProp. So I encourage everyone to check that out because it's a very interesting venture.
Great, and I saw that you posted some links as well in the chat. So please go and check it out. And we also have someone else from Cyprus, actually. Monica, give us your pitch.
Hi, everybody. My name is Monica Pelemitis. My pitch is that after 20 years in the corporate world, very recently, I also became an entrepreneur. I launched my own consulting company. It's a digital transformation agency working out of Cyprus, as you said. And I'm also at the board of directors of the Research and Innovation Foundation of Cyprus, which is the body that hands out grants to startups. I have been working with startups for more than 10 years, and it gives me great pleasure to always meet people with ideas and willing to risk in order to change the world. So thank you for the invitation.
We're super happy to have you here, Monica. Burak, you're also part of this community. Over to you.
Yeah, this will be quick. Steven already gave our pitch on what we do. One of the other co-founder of Social Tech Lab. I'm happy to be here for the second Boost Pitchback series and co-organizing it, and looking forward to hearing all the pitches.
Great. And then the last but not least, of course, my co-worker, Theo. Over to you.
Welcome, everybody. Social innovation expert, social business architect. I have a track history in building different kind of the social enterprises in Europe and MENA region. I joined 2 years ago as an accelerator lead, working with my colleague Louise on different kinds of the acceleration programs in the UNDP, and looking forward to hear all 4 pitches.
Great. Great. So now I'm going to see if I can give the word to the right person. So I am super excited. We have a pitcher named Maj from Palestine who will, kickstart this event. Whenever you're ready, share your screen and you will have 3 minutes to present what you're doing. And best of luck.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm sharing my screen. One moment. Okay, can you see it? Perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Majd. I'm from Hakini. Hakini is one-stop shop for mental health services, and we offer mental health services at 3 main levels, starting from awareness to prevention and advanced interventions. So around the world, there are 1.5 billion people that suffer from mental health challenges each year, but yet 67.5% of these people do not get help. In the MENA region and Palestine, the situation is even more severe, with more than 80% of the people who need mental health services do not get it at all. Mental health doesn't affect only individuals, but it also affects the global economy. Depression and anxiety cost the global economy $1 trillion in lost productivity per year. The market size in 2020 was estimated at $383 billion and is going to reach $537.97 billion by 2030. This is why we have a huge problem with a great opportunity of investment. Our solution is a comprehensive mental health platform that provides mental health services at 3 main levels, starting from content creation for raising awareness, providing psycho-educational materials based on the cognitive behavioral therapy approach, and advanced interventions such as online sessions, webinars, workshops, and trainings. This is how our psychoeducational material looks like on our mobile application, and I invite you to download it from App Store and Google Play. So far, we were able to raise $200,000 in investment in 2023 as pre-seed round, and we generated around $126,000 in revenues, a growth of 251% from 2022. And we had 1 million website visitors in that year. Year to date, in 2024, we generated more than $200,000 in value of signed contracts and expect a growth rate of 360% by the end of the year. We also are impactful. So during the last war in Gaza, we provided free mental health services for our people in Gaza, and we reached more than 3,700 people, mainly parents and children, and supported them by more than 111 workshops and support groups on the ground in the shelters in Gaza Strip. Today, we are raising $1 million as the seed round in order to invest in the growth of the company and increase our revenues by 4x and user base by 12.5x. We are a team with more than 20 years of experience in the mental health sector and more than 15 years of experience in business development and technology development. Join us in our journey, and we will be happy to meet you as investors or collaborators. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much. Perfect. Let's go into questions immediately. And if you can stop sharing your screen as well, so we can see the jury members. You can raise your hand or just start speaking. Ellen, please go ahead.
I can start. I would love to learn. Thank you for a great presentation, a very important topic. I would love to learn more about target groups and markets that you'll focus on.
Can you say it again? The market.
I would love to learn.
We work in Palestine mainly. We started in Palestine. We have business customers from the United Arab Emirates and also from Switzerland as well. So we are expanding, and we had in 2023 customer from the USA, but our main focus today is in Palestine because of the huge opportunity in mental health, and there's a huge need as well. And the impact that is we are delivering here in our country. But next year we are looking for expansion in the upcoming 18 months. For opportunities and working with businesses, we will work in the United Arab Emirates because we already have presence there. But also we are open for additional collaborations and opportunities in other markets.
Thank you.
Theo.
Yeah, thank you very much for the pitch. Really great. We are following you for some time now, but I have a follow-up question basically to Alain's one. So you mentioned that you will expand to some other countries as well, and you already have some users from other markets. So my question is, how are you adapting your platform somehow to meet the, I would say, specific mental health needs, and I'm sure there are some also cultural differences in new markets. So how are you redesigning or adapting your platform to for new markets?
Exactly. So it's the same methodology that you implement in each market, but in each market that we enter, we do a market research, and also we create a community of mental health professionals in this specific market. We provide them with training, or already they are trained and they join us, and then we replicate our model, and we use our technology and our product to deliver the services through these people. So for example, in Palestine, we have a community of more than 200 mental health professionals, and we have a group for them where we have similar webinars to this one. Also, we provide them with the free trainings, and also we enable them to share knowledge and invest in their personal growth and development, and also to be loyal to our company. We implement similar models in other markets, and it's working because the investment is in these people that eventually deliver the service and offer it to our targeted customers.
Thank you.
Great, perfect. Unless there are any questions, more questions also from the audience? Oh, Monica, go ahead.
I do not know how to raise my hand on Zoom, so I will be raising it manually. Hi, and congratulations for what you have achieved so far. What is your biggest challenge in acquiring users, not the professionals, but the other side? And how much is it costing you?
Yeah, so we didn't focus on the metrics of the customer acquisition cost for the B2C because we mainly worked with the organizations and businesses during the last year. So usually we send the proposals based on what is available in the market, and we offer these organizations our services, and then we sign contracts with them. So mainly the cost for acquiring these customers in our, let's say, pilot, in which we signed contracts and generated revenues, it was our time as founders, and also maybe another employee that helped us throughout the process. But for this metric, we will calculate it once we expand better and we have more user base at the individual level.
Perfect. I have been notified that you cannot ask questions in the chat, but there's a Q&A function. So if you have questions, you can use that one, and we will be able to read out your questions. So much, thank you. It's a really impressive solution that you're working on, and I wish you all the best. It's time to move on to our next speaker, and it's Exchange Box Solutions Limited from Nigeria, and I believe it is Aisha who will be pitching. Over to you. Aisha, can you hear us? I think there might be some connectivity issues. Okay, perhaps not to lose time. Mustafa, would you be able to maybe jump ahead?
Sure, no problem.
Great.
Should I just share my screen and click on?
Whenever you're ready.
Can you guys see my screen?
We can.
Perfect.
Go
I'll
ahead.
crack on. Hello, everyone. I'm Mustafa. I'm one of the 3 founders of Pit to Table, and I'm here to tell you about our mission to provide sustainable alternatives to plastic tabletops using discarded olive pits. Our research shows that the construction industry contributes to the world's carbon emissions by 40%. And by 2050, the world will face a demand for building 2.5 trillion square feet of new space. Our product, which we've called the Pitboard, will be sold as a sheet material, which can be used as countertops in the commercial construction sector. This will then help reduce the use of conventional worktops, which go through exhaustive processes, industrial processes using harmful chemicals and plastics. During olive oil production in Cyprus and in general, once oil is extracted, the pulp is thrown away, which is called pomace. This is either sent to landfill or sold as combustible. For every kilo burned, 2 kilos of carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. So we take the pomace and run it through a handful of processes and create our pitboard. Therefore, we align ourselves with 7 of UN's SDGs. In one end of the spectrum, we would help achieve net zero targets set by the governments. And in the other hand, we would open up new job opportunities and also support farmers from both sides of our divided island. Our target market is the construction industry in London. This market was valued at 188 billion last year. And within this, our beach market is the workplace design sector, where 9.6 million square feet of office space is refurbished every year in London alone. So if we take just one average project, all horizontal surfaces, there would be 66,500 in sales for us. I'm an interior designer, very much active in this market in London and in Europe. We know it inside out. We know what our future customers need, who are also designers, our main target group. We know that they're after unique and warm aesthetics, and our pits provide that. And having studied our competitors, we're able to provide a lower price and faster lead time, solving a lot of our customers' problems. And we really want people who touch our products to know about the stories of Cypriot farmers across both communities. Since we formed our team last September, we've been able to create a prototype, win UNDP's accelerator program, raising 25K, which is now helping us with our R&D stage to create our MVP. Later on, we're then boosting sales by taking part in major trade shows in the UK in our field. And then we expand our range, offering more colors and finishes. And a couple of years down the line, we pivot into the European market. I very much need more than 10 seconds to talk about my amazing teammates, Yamur and Bura, who are experts in business management and engineering alongside me as designer. So I thank you and take any questions.
Great. Perfect. I see Burak raising his hand immediately. He's very keen to ask questions. Over to you.
Yes, I have 2 questions. One, when will be my coffee table ready? 2, I'm kidding. Do you think there's enough promise to match with your business needs and goals in the long term, considering that it's a seasonal thing that happens? And how do you feel you can mitigate that?
So firstly, your coffee table should be ready by the end of the year. once we've got our MVP, because what we've done a prototype using polyester, which obviously isn't sustainable. We wanted to check that it works. So we're in the process trying to work with universities in the UK as well to come up with the most regenerative version of our product. So we're not greenwashing when it's out there. It's truly regenerative and sustainable, and sort of like ticks all of the boxes that we need to tick and be carbon responsible. In terms of like pomace, we've got 12 factories, farms in the North Cyprus alone, but we're also setting up relationships with the farmers in the south. So we'll have loads of pommes ready to be, I guess, separated from the olive meat and to be used. And the idea is that we create everything in sheets, like MDF sheets, if you like, and have them stored in our warehouses so that we're ready when the demand is there. That's actually one of the ways we're getting in front of the lead time issues that our competitors have.
Well, half of the question is already answered. Thank you very much. I also had a question about the collaboration with the local oil farmers and how basically we will ensure enough raw material for the production. But in terms of the collaborations with the local olive farmers, maybe two questions. So any type of raw material is suitable for your production? And the second question is, what is basically the feedback and requirements and conditions from local farmers collaborating with you?
So all the pommes is basically at the minute thrown outside the factory. So there was an image in the presentation, it just builds up, which is an issue for the farmers because they need to shift that to be able to continue. And that the image you saw, that is accumulated over a week. So obviously in the busiest season, the harvest season, which is September till the end of Jan, they need to get rid of that constantly. So the idea is that we keep taking that, and we take it as is because we have machines that separate the meat from the pit, if you like. And when we've sort of engaged with all of the local farmers, they were obviously more than happy to get rid of the product. What we've said is that we'll buy it off them, so we're helping them that way as well, not just like from a efficiency perspective, but also financially as well. They get something back.
Great, thank you.
I see Ellen raising her hand. Over to you.
Yes, thank you. Great presentation, very inspiring solution for sure. I wonder, what do you think are your biggest challenges or risks this coming years when you lead up to the European expansion?
The sustainable market is becoming quite competitive already, as in the sustainable materials market is becoming quite competitive. So we really need to hurry up with the R&D and sort of get our MVP ready so that we are ready for sales straight away. Because at the minute, we've studied our competitors. There are worktops made from plastics, recycled plastics, from wood chips, etc. And it's becoming quite high demand. So we don't want to lose that momentum. So the highest risk is having that MVP ready and sort of getting into it. Since January this year, we've realized it's a bit of a small process when you work with academics. So that's sort of what we're trying to accelerate at the minute by also doing trials ourselves alongside. So that's sort of the biggest risk at the minute. The other one obviously is exporting and everything around that. But obviously being in the EU from Cyprus is super helpful. So we can mitigate a lot of those risks.
Oh, thanks.
Thank
Good
you
luck.
so much.
Thank you.
Indeed, this was the first time I heard this pitch, and yeah, as Ellen said, it's very inspirational. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. So let's go back to Nigeria and see if connection is better this time. I saw also that we have Abiola with us. I don't know if it's Aisha or Abiola who will take over the floor now, but over to you to share your screen, and we're ready to listen to your
Hello,
pitch.
good afternoon. Sorry, my laptop, hence why you can see Abiola Jimo. All right, which one is it?
Just give me 1 second so that we can also spotlight you. Here we go.
Okay.
1 second. Oh, sorry. Remove spotlight. I'm multitasking today, everyone, so sorry.
Oh, no, that's fine. Can everyone see my screen?
We can. Whenever you're ready,
All right.
you can start.
All right. So my name is Aisha Iya Abubakar, and I am here on behalf of Exchangebox Solutions Limited. We are a Nigerian company, and what we plan or what we intend to do, or what we're trying to do, is to create an ecosystem for payments bills, microcredits, health insurance, and pensions for rural traders. Our tagline is thrive with ease. So just to put in our problem statement, let me go down. Okay, so we noticed that there are 38.9 million MSMEs in Nigeria. And this makes 70% of the MSMEs that lack access to financial services. So things like microcredits, access to tax and government payments, access to health insurance, access to even things like transfers, and having bank accounts. We find that this is a problem. It's being addressed, but we feel it's not being addressed completely. So this is our key problem statement. And in order to solve this, we have created an agency banking as a service platform where we can onboard banks, we can onboard pension providers, we can onboard health insurance providers to come extend their services to rural communities. So imagine if you're a bank or a health insurance provider and you're trying to distribute your services to local villages in northern Nigeria or in southern Nigeria, you can just put them on our POS, and we have agents and aggregators that take them into villages and extend them to these communities. So the market size that we're estimating is 8.7 billion. That is our serviceable obtainable market in Nigeria currently. We know that there are 72 million unbanked and informally banked persons in Nigeria currently. And then in terms of our health insurance penetration in Nigeria, we're at 3% as of now, and we have 1.9 million agents serving 200 million Nigerians currently. But the problem with this is these 1.9 million agents currently just provide cash in, cash out services, right? You just carry out payments, but none of them extend pensions, none of them extend health insurance or any of these ancillary services to rural traders in Nigeria. So what the services that we've put on our POS platform is microloans, micro pensions, health insurance, government and tax bills payments, as you can see, and withdrawals and transfers. So that means with our account, you can make payments for anything you want in the market. You can pay bills, you can get a pension plan, etc. Right now, we have disbursed about 325,000 credits. We are also visible in over 300 local governments in Nigeria. Our GMV as of 2023 is about $97 million, and our revenue is about $201,000. Our vision board for what we want to do when we raise funding is to build a microfinance bank. So we currently have an approval in principle for microfinance bank license in Nigeria. We also want to onboard 40,000 rural merchants by Q4 2024. So like we thrive on partnerships. These are the partners that we've onboarded on our platform. We have ExpressPay, Awaba, BFD, Nine Payment Service Bank, and Remita. And our ask is 1 million USD in both equity and debt. And this is a breakdown of how we intend to use it. Thank you so much. I would accept your questions now.
Great, perfect. If you just don't mind taking down your presentation. And before we go into questions, I see Theo is and Monica is already raising their hands. Just a quick reflection. Every time we hear something in Nigeria, it's mind-blowing because you realize how big your market is, right? It's not comparable to anything that we see. So these numbers, I mean, serving 200 million people it puts things into perspective. Just a reflection. Monica, over to you to ask the first question.
Hi, and congratulations. I actually had to quickly Google the population of Nigeria because I was blown away by your target market. So 1/3 of the population in Nigeria is unbanked or informally banked. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you are selling your service to your target market, and what is how you're dealing with the regulatory part, because it's a very complicated solution that you're building involving banks and banking.
So what we're trying to do is we have aggregators. So we understand that we can't have a presence in every single community or village in Nigeria. So we have aggregators who earn a commission, who have a commission-based agreement with us that carry our product, that's the POS terminal, and they go into little cruise and little villages in Nigeria, and they meet these communities. Would you want to, like, we have this service, this is the benefit of this service, and they like just educate people on the benefit of using the product. And that's how we actually permeate into like the 200 million population in Nigeria. So we essentially use the aggregator model. So aggregators and agents. Agents are the ones that actually serve the communities. Aggregators go as a sales mechanism and like evangelism essentially, and spreads the word around the country. So that's our sales mechanism and how we teach people about this complex solution. We also have video tutorials. So once you're on board on our platform and you have like an account with us, you can have like a Google Drive where you go and learn how to use all the functionalities on our terminals. And we have it in different languages, so in things like Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, etc. So that's how we're actually permeating and introducing this product to the market, if that answers your question.
Regulation.
Okay, thank you.
She looks happy. So over to you, Theo.
Yeah, one specific question. It raised really my interest when you mentioned the microfinance institution bank. Can you tell us a little bit more? What is the business model of the microfinance bank? Maybe you can also state some challenges that you have. I suppose there are some regulatory challenges in your country operating the microfinance institution. And maybe as a follow-up also on the business model, what would be your interest rate to the end customers? Just to understand the ecosystem a little bit more.
Okay, so I'll take the first question about the microfinance bank. So right now we have an approval in principle for a microfinance bank. It's a unit microfinance bank. So that means we're able to operate physically in one state. But by making it a digital bank, we can extend these services across Nigeria. So via mobile phones, via POS services, via cards, etc. So that's our business model for the microfinance essentially. We have one physical location, but we can extend digitally to different locations in Nigeria. And in terms of regulation and challenges, like all monetary policy and all central banks, even like the regulation around like microfinance banks is really tough. You have things around KYC, things around like transfer limits, just like the regulatory landscape just changes very frequently. So you have to have a really good compliance team that's adept with the law and things that are coming out very rapidly and very quickly. And you also have to, you need an agile technology team that is able to onboard new solutions as the law changes. So if there's a change in KYC or tier classifications, if there's a change in even the level of data you require from your customers, you need to be able to move very agilely and implement it. And also in terms of interest rates, we currently do microcredit. So we don't do credit for like 10 or 15 years. It's more like, oh, I need operating finance to buy bananas or to buy peanuts or whatever it is you want to buy for like 2 days, a month, 6 months, 6 months maximum. So it currently goes at like 3%. And this targets petty traders, and we take it out of mostly grants and equity. So that's what we use our money for. If you see like the breakdown of the use of our funds, we also have things like credit. So short-term loans for petty traders who just need it for a very short period, mostly for operational finance. That's the way we run the credit issuance, if that answers your question.
Excellent, great. Yeah, thank you very much.
If I have any other questions, I'm very excited.
Yeah, Burak, maybe Stephen, any questions from you? Yeah, I know you met the pitcher before, so
oh yes,
you all know everything already.
I'll ask out of curiosity because I don't know much about the market, but like, what does the competition look like, and what makes you unique? I mean, you have very good numbers, you have a very good solution, but I'm asking out of curiosity how the competition is.
Okay, so currently we have 3 major competitors in Nigeria in terms of their aggregator network, their agent network. But I think what makes us unique is the fact that we sat down as a team and we looked at what services or like do we need to extend to rural areas. Hence why we've included health insurance, pension plans, microcredits, and we've also included remitter payments. I don't know if anyone's like knows about like the Nigerian remitter payments where you can pay for like parking tickets, you can pay for your driver's license, etc. through the remitter platform, but instead of going to a bank, you can pay for it via POS terminal. Once you have like your transaction ID, just put it into a POS and you pay for it. So essentially, based on our tagline, we want you to thrive when you have our product. We don't want it to just make a payment for bread and transfer money to your uncles. We want it to be like an all-inclusive ecosystem where you have every single thing from pensions. If you're a farmer and you have little boys that work under you and you want to subscribe them to a health insurance platform, you can use a POS to do that. You don't have to think about, do I need to go to the hospital, to the bank, to the where. Once you have a POS, you can do it. If you are an old person and you want to have a pension plan, you can do it with a POS. So it's more, we want to create an ecosystem where all these services are available and where you can actually extend to rural areas.
Thank you so much. That was
welcome.
also my question, actually. So thanks for asking it, Burak, and thank you for all the great answers. We
Thank
do
you.
have a final picture, and I'm very excited to welcome Fari from Digital Consulting, presenting a project called SPIM. Over to you.
Hi, everyone. Let me just see how I can share my screen here. We use different type of platforms to actually
I
present.
know,
So
it's we're all looking for
to,
different
to,
places.
to learn all of them, how they function is quite a challenge.
Exactly. Take your time, and whenever you're ready, I will start the clock.
All right, let me just, can you guys please confirm if you can see my
We
screen?
can see your screen, yes.
Perfect. Hi, everyone. I'm Fari Breka, as presented before. I'm the CEO, the founder of Digit Consulting, and today I'm presenting for you SPIM, which is a acronym of Smart Process Information Management. What are we? We are a platform actually that make it possible for businesses to digitalize their processes. We use an innovative connectivity between different type of processes, different type of microservices that make possible to businesses to tailor the solution through using a ERP, CRM, robotic programming, automatization, and AI to enhance their services. So what is a company that doesn't use SPIM? Using multiple tools to manage different type of departments which have no direct interaction regarding the different type of the departments. They act as a silos. In this regards, we have duplication of processes of work, of data entry, which ends up with taking a big chunk of time of the resources of the company. And how does everything look with SPIM? Well, we have an effective oversight because of the data entries being done only to a minimum, or it's actually limited to the department itself. Now, I will take a short example just to let you know what I mean. Is, for example, let's say that someone requests a vacation, holiday, or whatever. So the HR will immediately be informed about it as soon as they confirm. Finance will know that that person is actually, if that's an unpaid vacation, they will know that they will not have to pay them. Automatically, that information after the finance process, the team leader of that of the production will know that the capacities to produce something in his team will be lowered. So in this regards, with one hit, so it's kind of a domino effect of the information that helps companies enhance up to 30% to their production manufacturing or in general in service giving. Now we have two types of services. One is SPIM Fashion, the other one is SPIM Logistic. I'll focus on SPIM Fashion. We have helped in a $120 billion industry. We know that 30% of it is ending up polluting and repolluting the resources of the nature. And according to our solution, we have managed to lower this to 5 or 1%, and now we're trying to even enhance our product so we can lower it even more. We are a SaaS solution, and I will move on to our traction. So we have mostly we are in SPIM Fashion, so we are cooperating with different type of fashion industries around the world. So we are turning fast fashion into slow fashion, and slow fashion we are enhancing it to match the demand, to the exact demand that is outside in the market. Our team consists of me, Adnan, and Angie, which sit basically. We don't have any hierarchical level, but already past the time, so I'll stop here. And I'm ready for your questions.
Great.
Sorry, I had a lot of information to present, but it's quite a challenge to do this in 3 minutes. I think everyone else had the same challenge. So yeah.
It is really tricky. And this is also a challenge in 3 minutes to present a whole business. Monica, please go ahead.
Hi, I will then give you the opportunity to describe the market size through my question. Can you describe who you're targeting, how you're targeting them, and what size the market is? Very briefly, because there is another question.
Yes, we know that this market, so fashion or industry, the clothing industry is a big market. Just like I mentioned, it's a $120 billion industry. And our clients are basically sitting mostly in different manufacturing houses and different manufacturing. So basically all fashion designers and manufacturers can be our clients. Our market is momentarily, we have proven our case in Kosovo, which is the second leading, I think, manufacturing and fashion designer in Europe. I think they are really, you will see in every corner in Kosovo fashion designers and manufacturers. I don't know if this is due to the easy barrier to enter the market, or is it because of the cooperation with Asia regarding the raw materials? I don't know exactly where is that does it come from, or is it the inspiration and the inspiration after a war or the hard times for people to use fashion as art to express their feelings or whatever they feel. So yeah, that's our market basically. So fashion designers and manufacturers.
Thank you.
And we have no limitation when it comes to geography, yeah, Monica.
Yeah. Hi, I would like to just learn a bit more how it works. So how does the business model look like? Is it I come to you, you make an assessment, okay, here, we can help you here. It's a one-time fee, or is it like it's a long-term partnership and it's a subscription model? Yeah.
Well, we work in a different, so we have different packages, or let me say different bundles. Regarding, we are not trying to actually, our aim, just like I said, started to save the world. So we try to make the world safer by reducing the pollution. So we kind of treat every client of ours, we don't call them clients, we call them partners, because their data actually helps us enhance production and enhance all the supply chain in general. And when we treat this problem this way, then we have, like, for big companies, we will have different kind of bundles that is like one-time payment, and then they pay for licenses and services along the way. But then the tailoring would be actually on the maximized level. So we will tailor every small bits to its processes, to the actual processes. And then we have, for smaller manufacturers, we have type of licensing option. We don't want to leave them out, because we want to have an impact in the whole industry, and not only in big or medium businesses. So yeah, when we say SMB, we mean SMB. So yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. I'm just gonna, throw it out there. Theo, over to you. You're an expert on Kosovo.
Sorry, I'm muted. So you have B2B basically business model. So I don't know if I saw on your slide or you mentioned, but you are also working with municipalities.
Regarding
you're planning working with municipalities, can you know?
Yes, I've presented here basically the technology itself. So I had to take an example, and I took the example of fashion and logistics, which are, in a way, they intertwine as a service, but generally this can be used in municipality, for example, task management system. So it's the technology itself is cross industry. It's not focused only in one industry. I just had to take an example to make it more understandable for the jury and the whole, for that sake. Then I had to just take an example. But this is a technology that can be used cross industry. It can be used in municipality management, task management, service management. Let's say you have it can be insurance company, something that has to do with the minutes, like management of the minutes, and manage the capacities according to those services. So basically, we are cross industry.
Yeah. Understand this. I mean, when you described your business model, then you mentioned the municipalities that was on the slide. So I was really interested to hear maybe some example of the collaboration with this kind of the partner. But if you still don't have this, then yeah, I don't have any question. Over.
No, sadly, we don't have an example to present to you right now. We are working on something with the municipalities, but it's going to be a B2B, B2C solution. So basically, the citizens will be the end customers in this regard. And so it's going to be a cooperation, which is, we don't need to change too much in our technology to be able to adopt to that request.
Great. Okay. Perfect. And do let us know when you have advanced a little bit with your collaboration with the municipality, because we are very interested in this area. So don't forget about us at Boost. Let us know.
For sure.
Great. So I think this concludes all the pitches. I want to congratulate all of you. I'm really, really impressed both with your presentations, but particularly with your products. I mean, so diverse, very different geographies, but wow, I'm very inspired. As I mentioned in the beginning, we have created a bit of a poll to assess what the audience think about your presentations. And because we are UNDP and we have the slogan "Leave no one behind," which is a bit different from this, of course there are 4 categories, so there will be 4 winners. I'm going to post the poll here in the chat. I hope you can read it. If not, please, I don't know, show me a sign. There you can see all 4 organizations and all 4 categories. So please go in, vote. You can only vote for 1 organization per category. And as we wait a couple of minutes for you to do that, I wanted to just hear from the jury in general, like any reflections, any additional feedback in terms of what you listened to, any areas of opportunity for collaboration you're seeing. Any reflections are welcome. Maybe you want to come in, Stephen.
Sure, yeah. I might bring this to the beginning actually for Maj, if you're still with us, and Hakini. Just something that was on my mind when I heard your pitch. I didn't jump in to ask, but for the digital mental health space and specifically thinking about data privacy and security and safety, which might be a little more heightened in this sector than others. Have you thought about, because especially since you're dealing right now in a time where it's more crisis oriented, have you thought about escalation pathways for users who may report thoughts or feelings that are riskier and may need an escalation path or an external partner outside Hakini to help address that? Just a burning question of mine that I'm going to throw in at the end here.
Right. So I have problem with the video, but for the services that we provide, we focus on we don't focus on emergency situations. So our main mission is to make people have better life by having more awareness about their mental health and mental well-being. So we invest in the mental health and mental well-being of people by making them more aware of the challenges they are facing, and then we offer them the prevention tools through the psychoeducational materials that we are offering. For advanced support, so usually what we offer is counseling sessions, and in case people need more or advanced intervention or referral to psychiatrist intervention, so we have a network where we do these referrals and we just do the connection.
Got it. Thank you for that.
Great.
Nothing else for me. Congrats to everyone.
Sorry, I put you all on the
wonderful.
spot all the time. Sorry. I think it's my job though.
I don't know if I'm allowed.
Interesting results here. I don't know. Maybe we should wait a couple of minutes more. No, actually, I think we have the results. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Good.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. Play a little music.
So, yeah, I prep it for next time. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to start with the most replicable and adaptable solution. And the winner is SPIM. In terms of most innovative idea, we have Pit to Table. Most impact potential, Exchange Box Solutions from Nigeria. And the best pitch goes to Hakini. Really well done, everyone. I hope that you stay connected. If anyone out there would like to pitch and would like to stay in contact with us, I'm going to post a link so you can apply. You can also check out the Boost website where you can read more about upcoming challenges. Right now we have 2 programs and we are open for applications for 2 programs in Ukraine. And there will be some more regional programs coming out soon, so stay tuned. And of course, do check out Social Tech Lab's website. If you haven't posted the link yet, guys, please do so. I'm following them on LinkedIn. Very interesting things. I just learned that Stephen met Barack Obama a couple of years ago. So, you know, you never know what you get on his LinkedIn. So thanks everyone, and thank you also jury members for your great questions, for being here today, and obviously for the pictures. Really inspirational. You did great, and thanks everyone. Take care and
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, everybody.
See you at the next one.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.